It's time to meet the starting five for your Los Angeles Lakers. At small forward, 6'5", number 28, Harris. Starting at center, 7'4", number 5, Dave Murphy. At shooting guard,
welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Golden State Warriors, along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter out. Looking now at some numbers for him.
And checking out his splits, you can tell he's taken more of a backseat in their offensive game plan the last 10 games. His usage rate isn't as high, but that's natural. At some point during the season, every player goes through a stretch of fatigue.
All right, check out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, they've got James, and it's Smooth in at the point guard position. Curry against Harris. Pass to Jackson Davis. Curry looking it over. Green, a screen. Inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Pass to Curry. The 3 ball. Smooth grabs the miss. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. Here's Curry. 8 points in his last time out. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
The minute that Steph Curry steps into an arena, he is in his range.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc, on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one."
And Allie, thanks.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Smooth. Good work there as it goes. Smooth's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Warriors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Curry from deep 3-point land. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
It's not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Pass to Murphy. Here's Smooth. He has 6. It's stolen by Curry. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hield from outside. Hits the trifecta. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Here's Curry, and denied. sends it right off the glass. They get it back. Here's Smooth, guarded by Hield. From the arc. Smooth shot is good.
Timeout, timeout. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Time to cheer on your Lakers hype squad. Let me hear you right now. It's all back on the court. Your hype squad. Who was the defense? I can't hear you.
During the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. The Lakers, #1.
And last month, this team was active on the glass, really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
The three from Curry. Rebounded by... the Lakers.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Oh, stolen by Harris. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's lights out. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
It was working here. Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Golden State ball.
Here's Jackson Davis. Still without a bucket. Will it go?
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game. Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Smooth. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Defensive
I know
foul.
what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket
That's his
getters
first
too now.
personal foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
But I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Curry. Smooth shot is good.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Hield. Jackson Davis is screen to the middle. Second chance shot. And Clark with a block. They recover it. Nails it from 3. Hield's got 6.
And that's what Hield is paid to do, stretch the floor for this offense.
Curry with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly.
Substitution on the court.
They've got James, and it's Smooth in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry with it. Picked up by James. Pass to Jackson Davis to the inside. Anderson gets the bucket. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Curry. Here's Smooth. He takes it in. And that one is stuffed right through.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Jackson Davis with it. Back to Curry. Oh, stolen by Harris. And it's the Lakers on the break. And the finish on the break with the slam.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Now Pajimski. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. To the paint. Here's Matthews. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter, it opens up passing lanes for him.
Got a hand on it. Another shot. Clark, the pass to Smooth. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Matthews. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. And it's now only a 5-point Laker lead.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And the Warriors shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Harris has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Smooth, no good. Warriors trail by 7. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Smooth. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smooth's got 22.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Anderson. And it's Buddy Hield in for Matthews. Curry finds Wiggins. Back to Curry. Down low. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
One of the most unselfish superstars out there. Curry is always looking to make his teammates better. They might start using him a little bit more sparingly already before the half.
And the Warriors make some changes. Anderson comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Payne is subbed in for Pajimski. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Smooth, pass to James. 6 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Here's Lights Out. Hits the three-pointer. Lights Out's got 8.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Payne on the bounce. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that matchup with the Grizzlies, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of this game. The shot by James, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Curry's shot is off.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Pass to Smooth. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Can't connect from short range. Warriors trail by 7. Anderson passes to Curry with the 10-footer. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Assisted.
Curry's got 20.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Stolen by Payne. It's a one-on-one situation. Count it.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Here's Smooth. And he banks in the layup. 27 points for him.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my,
the
he
end
just
of the first
attacks
half.
that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for Golden State.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they could get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when they would foul you? Freebies?
Nah, it was usually and one. Free throws were just a bonus.
Now let's take a moment and see what games still lie ahead. Out in LA, it'll be the Clippers against the Hornets. 5 p.m. Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Obviously, both clubs want to make ground up in these standings.
Easier said than done for these teams. They face some obstacles.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Curry. And so in the game for the Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Murky. Here's Smooth, covered by Jackson Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Pass the lights out. Releases. Warriors with the rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Hield for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Hield's got 9 points.
This is Hield at his best, a major threat that torch defenses off the catch.
The 3, James, on target from range. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Wiggins down low. Harris on him. Oh, stolen by Harris. Smooth shot is good. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Just 24 hours of all-star voting remains. Make sure to cast your vote now if you haven't already.
And for all those hopeful players, good news could be just a day away.
Well, you look at James. He's been raking in the votes, landing him at number 3 in the Western Conference.
A lot of hard work this season earned him that spot. And the fans who voted for him will be thrilled to see him be a starter.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Outside heel. On the wing, Green. Check by James. Wiggins outside. Pass to heel. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's lights out. Three-pointer in transition. He's got 11.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew.
Timeout, timeout.
Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona.
We check in on our rookie watch, the best three-point shooters during the last month. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Anthony Davis.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
A multiple-time champion and relentless competitor. Curry's drive to be an all-time great, well, he's pretty much there.
Smooth shot is good. Smooth's got 33.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The three from Curry. Curry buries the triple.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Here's Smooth. 33 points for him. Here's Murphy. Three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 11. On the wing, Green. Tipped. On the break. Here's Smooth. To the left side wing. Second shot opportunity. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Takes the 3. And there's Curry on the assist by Wiggins. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And checking out the Warriors, they're a ways down in the standings.
Well, I think for Golden State, there's no doubt they feel the pressure mounting. I mean, failing to match those expectations from the start of the year is apparent.
Man, we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting, and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Curry. Shot clock at 3. Here's Smooth. Shot from the top of the key. Again, Golden State. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflection.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
Clock at 6. Here's Smooth. It's tipped. And he recovers it. Out to Harris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
And here are the Warriors now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Wiggins. Green, a screen. The kick out, Curry from deep. And the Warriors with another three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Los Angeles making a change here. Harris is checked in. Pajemski's checked in for the Warriors. Payne comes in for Curry. Here's Smooth. He got a piece of it. And here's Pajemski for the tie. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 3. And how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, B.A., that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Here's Pajemski. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Smooth. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Smooth's got 8 here in this quarter.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Outside Pajemski. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Smooth. Jams it in off a great move.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Set it up.
Warriors trail by 7. Tipped away. And there's the lob.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Powered down with both hands.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Harris passes to Smooth. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul.
Cameron
First
Payne.
foul of the game. Anderson's checked in for the Warriors. Matthews comes in for Draymond Green.
Warriors substitution, Kyle Anderson, Garrison Matthews.
Here's Smooth. 37 points for him.
Warriors Pajemski. That's his
All right,
second
guys, what do you think so
personal
far on the
foul.
offensive
Second team
approach for the
foul.
Lakers?
Oh, they've done
At
a
the
lot
line
of
for
damage
Los
in transition.
Angeles.
Every time they see a
Huge
chance to
shot.
push the tempo, they're gone.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
And he makes both free throws. Warriors trail by 9. Payne with it. 20 points for him. It's Anderson on the wing. Pass to Heel. It's Pajemski on the wing. Payne with it. To the paint. And finished off by Anderson.
Assist
Not
from
putting his head down.
Cameron
He continues
Payne.
to produce with the team trailing.
Here's Smooth. Give him 39. Out to Harris. The three is up. Offensive rebound. Smooth. The three. Harris misses.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Murphy's got 4 rebounds now.
2 minutes remaining in the
Hield
third.
for 3.
2
Drains the triple.
Buddy
Hield's got
Hield.
12 points.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Drives to the... Yeah. Another bucket.
I mean, yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Payne finds Hield. Now here's Anderson. Tipped. Here's Smooth. And he goes in for the dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Harris against Payne. Here's Matthews. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 8. Stolen by Payne. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Pass to Anderson. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Harris passes to Smooth. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Harris. Here's Smooth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and in on the layup. Smooth's got 45 points.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Here's Potemkin. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
The defender
Second
really
team
went
foul.
after him.
First trip to the free throw line for
The first.
Timeout, timeout. Calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team.
Give yourself a big round of applause.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Outside Payne. And there's a pick. 6 on the shot clock. Not falling for him there. 7 for 15 now.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
They've got James, and it's Murphy in at center. That's using the game for the Lakers. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor. And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Outside Curry. Pass to Payne. Back to Curry. Jacks up a three. Drops in the three. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Here's Smooth, defended by Payne. Baller. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
To the middle. Here's Anderson. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from James.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
That's his second personal foul.
Harris is checked in for James.
At the line for the Warriors, Kyle Anderson.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Mitchell. Wiggins comes in for Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Payne. Here's Smooth. Pass to lights out. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Anderson passes to Hield. Lets the three fly. And again, no good by Golden State. The Lakers lead by 23. Here's Smooth. And the league has made it clear, Grant. It sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, BA, it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all. There's a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Next up, the Knicks in New York. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. It's yet again. Wow!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Right side Hield. To the inside. Here's Jackson Davis. The putback. Goes up again. Out to Hield. And here's Green from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Mr. Reliable, you can count on Green to show up every night.
Gets stolen by Hield. Here we go. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Six to shoot. Here's Hield. The Lakers with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Murphy. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Inside. Here's Hield. And it's rejected. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Clark is checked in for the Lakers.
Coming into the ball for your Lakers. Number 17.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Pass to Smooth. Puts it up from 17. Clark controls the rebound and the putback.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Here's Jackson Davis. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you, I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on?
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.
With a shrimp, put a ribbon on it, get you real, never switch. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, and it's still that way. Broad day, live that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way. And it's still that way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get chipped like ice. The price just went up, the checks come down from talking that spice. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog, since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, bet. Put a ribbon on it. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way.